Let me teach you a few things about a tenderloin. A tenderloin is extremely expensive, and a lot of people say it's overrated. I like to cut my tenderloins about 1.25 to 1.5 inches because the key with a good tenderloin is not to overcook it. I like to cook mine at 500 degrees directly over the hot coals, 5 minutes on each side with my ultimate steak rub. I'm a little biased on it. We created it ourselves. I love the Ultimate Steak Rub. 24 hours in the fridge with the Ultimate Steak Rub uncovered, and it creates a great bark and a great penetrating flavor with all the chunks. If you don't use my Ultimate Steak Rub, remember what I just said. Put your favorite seasoning on it and put it uncovered the night before cooking it. The flavors penetrate, and it's way better than putting it on a couple hours ahead of time. If you're in an emergency, go ahead, 2 to 3 hours or at the last minute, but for a good penetrating flavor, which you want on a tenderloin, because believe it or not, the tenderloin flavor is not that good, especially for the price. So you want a lot of flavor to be flavored into the tenderloin because it just does not have that rich flavor that other cuts do. Also, another way to make a tenderloin is just keep it as a tenderloin roast. Now on this tenderloin, you can see that I'm removing the silver off the top. This never really renders, and it is super chewy. So I always remove it. And yes, I get a little bit of meat, but everyone's going to have to calm down. I don't like it, so I remove it. Medium rare, 135 degrees, max internal temp, 10 to 15 minutes, depending on the size of the roast for it to rest. Also, do not forget to rest your steaks. This is key. One of my favorite ways to cook the tenderloin, of course, is to coat it with my favorite midnight kick rub, then into the refrigerator, uncovered, especially with roasts. You definitely want a penetration of some seasonings here. Next day, 250 to 300 degrees until the internal temp reaches roughly 130 to 135 for a medium rare. And then, of course, always letting the roast rest. This is key for steaks and for roasts. You want the fibers to relax and the myoglobin to redistribute through the muscles. So when you cut it open, it doesn't leak out all that goodness. So let your steaks rest, people. This roast was rested for about 10 to 15 minutes, and it could have been closer to 15 or 20. It still leaked a little bit, not as bad as if you would have just cut it straight off the grill. They really lose a lot of liquid when you do that. Hopefully you learned something about a tenderloin. It's lean, needs a lot of flavor, hot and fast, and roasts are some of the best ways to cook it. Leave any comments if you have any questions.